it back to the CFP this year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Pulls it in. It's Glass.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third downs. Everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hodges. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Canes headed quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Applewhite. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. Steamrolls his way ahead. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The give to the lone running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Seminoles. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important, they had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. And this guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Now on 2nd down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Carr. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
That's caught. It's Hodges. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Grab behind the line. It's Carr. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Anderson wants to throw. Rushes on him. Got a man. It's Carr. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Carr. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback. And
oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The short hands, it's Carr. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it on the counter. Hard running there. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
He wants to change this route. Anderson will throw. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30, the 20. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, no.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Anderson wants to throw. Here's the pressure.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch down the right side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Hurricanes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to buy time. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Bringing the heat. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. you can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
He's got it all right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The Canes want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricane. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play call by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's now up to 104 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Defense looks as if it's coming. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Florida State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's...
Are you kidding me, though?
Touchdown, Miami.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down.
Oh, my
it
goodness.
makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 15 over Wisconsin. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm. And I think that's why he missed that throw.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Caught on the outside. It's Gilbert.
Bruh, they give you all types of animations, dog. Like, shit I ain't never even seen before.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but
yeah, that was a good play,
his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. He makes the grab. Races
oh, they gave him the first down.
Oh. Short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The give. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
The give as they work on that clock. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Creates a little space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Give to the running back. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves. They wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Finds his man. It's Glass. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39.
Why my guy just fell straight to the ground? I never understood.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take
Yeah, GG's, brother.
Touchdown, Noles. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the victory formation. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.